Hey, welcome to another sorting video. In today's video we're going to be talking a little bit about cart sorters and this very special 8 game tick cart sorter I have behind me. I do want to mention this project was worked on by me and Kai, so go check them out too. They have some pretty cool tech on their channel. But anyway, onto these cart sorters. Now, before I show you this actually working, I want to describe how it works, because there's a lot nestled in here that it's quite hard to explain when just looking at it. So, I'll first start with how we sort regular minecarts from TNT minecarts. Now, what we use in this system, which is what helps it be so small and fast, is we use what's known as a momentum cart sorter. So some carts, like normal minecarts and TNT minecarts, have a less weight to the container carts as a chest and hopper. So a regular cart will fly over here, hit the snow and fall, whereas a chest cart, for example, would hit the snow and fall to this rail. So at any given time, we're only trying to sort one type of cart from another. In this case, it's going to be minecarts from TNT carts. Now, we have to look for special properties in all of these, and the only special property TNT carts have is blowing up your sorter. So, we can't sort that. We have to find a way to sort this normal cart from the TNT one. If you didn't know, minecarts can pick up armor stands, and we have an activator rail here, which again, will just eject it. But when it's in the minecart, it actually gets raised up a little bit, just so that it'll hit this pressure plate. I can show this in action now. You can see it hits the pressure plate. And if we were to send a TNT cart, you see it will blow up, because it goes over to the activator rail. So this doesn't exactly sort our problem, but I'll keep explaining with this example anyway. Here we have the same sort of system, but this time it will actually separate them. So if I send a regular cart, you'll see it gets turned off down there. And if we were to send a TNT cart, it will get sent down there and blow up. The issue is when a TNT cart is in the primed state, when it's about to explode, it's invincible. It cannot be killed. So, ignoring those slight issues for now, why do we use a gold pressure plate instead of a wooden one, for an example? Well, you'll see, if I summon these, they are the same speed. So, why do we use them? It's quite simple. If we have an entity already on the pressure plate, what you'll notice is it updates a lot faster. Fast enough that we can actually send a game tick through it and it will sort. So how do we avoid the TNT carts exploding? I'm going to show it on the sorter just because it's easier. But you'll see we have the armor stand here, the activator rail here, and the TNT carts will come along through this rail and go down this rail line here. A regular cart will turn this torch off, which turns the rail onto the activator rail, which ejects the thing back there, which I can actually show. So if I was to put that cart there, you'll see it gets ejected to there. And if I was to put a TNT cart, it just goes straight past. The way we sort chest minecarts from hopper minecarts is, again, we see what special properties they have. So they can both have items put into them, so we can't sort that. However, a hopper cart can take items from a container above. So that's why we have this chest here, which is specially pre-filled with a few items, so that it will send a pulse through this observer down here and obviously turn the rail. Because in Bedrock Edition, observers can detect items entering and leaving a chest. But if they detect both, then that would send 2 pulses, which isn't good. So Kai was quite smart about this. Actually, I wouldn't have thought of this, and just has a few items in the hopper ready to put in as soon as it's taken out. So, with that extremely long explanation being said, let me just show you this working. So you'll see, it starts sorting. Again, it's 8 game ticks, so it's really, really fast. You can see the hopper carts turning there, the observers firing up there. And what we'll notice is in here, we have all hopper carts, all chest carts, TNT carts, and regular mine carts. Now, I do want to show you this more. So we can see the observers firing, which are precisely timed down to the tick to turn this rail. As we can see there, it turns at just the right time. Here we're using a chest boat instead of a minecart over there. It really doesn't matter, it could be any entity. You could technically just AFK on top of a pressure plate if you really wanted to, but who's going to do that? But it has to be an entity without AI, obviously, so it doesn't move about. I just picked a chest boat because it fit quite nicely in there, and it looks good nice. You do need to change these sorters ever so slightly for 2 out of the 4 directions, just due to the way rails turn. So I'm not going to get too much into how you do that, mainly because I haven't got a system that does that reliably yet. Me and Kai had a few issues with that. I'll throw through screenshots up on screen. But essentially what would happen is this precise timing would be ever so slightly off, so that about 1 in 50 chest minecarts that come through here, a hopper minecart would get missorted. I still don't know how those odds are possible. In Bedrock Edition, stuff like that doesn't happen very often. But it's one of those that it's like, I don't think we'll ever find the real answer, but we can work around it. But anyway, that's pretty much everything I have. There will not be a world download or structure file for this. Well, actually, I might leave a structure file. Just don't rotate it. Yeah, I will leave a structure file for this. Do note these rails will get messed up, so I'll just give you a view of that. You can see that one over there slanted, and I broke the sorter. I always do that. Anyway, that's everything I have for you today. So, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.